Here's something most people will never admit, and even fewer will recognize. The brain that's most convinced it's operating at a high level is often the one making the most errors in judgment. Not because the person is careless, not because they're uninformed, but because a specific cognitive blind spot is quietly running the show in the background, and it feels completely invisible from the inside. So before you assume this doesn't apply to you, that assumption itself might be the first clue. 1. You rarely, if ever, change your mind. When was the last time you genuinely updated a belief because new evidence challenged it? Not pretended to consider it, actually changed your position. Psychologists studying belief perseverance have found that most people don't process contradictory information as a prompt to think. They process it as a threat to defend against. The brain in that moment isn't reasoning, it's protecting. What separates sharper thinkers isn't that they have better initial instincts, it's that they hold those instincts loosely, treating every conclusion as temporary until proven otherwise. Rigidity isn't confidence, it's a cognitive ceiling disguising itself as certainty. 2. You reach for simple answers in complex situations. Complexity isn't comfortable for any brain, but what you do with that discomfort reveals something important. There's a well-documented psychological trait called low tolerance for ambiguity, the tendency to force premature closure on problems that genuinely require more processing time. People with this tendency gravitate toward black and white thinking, not because the world is simple, but because sitting inside uncertainty feels intolerable. The problem is that nuanced thinking is where real intelligence lives. If you consistently find yourself drawn to the clearest, most immediate explanation rather than the most accurate one, your brain may be optimizing for comfort rather than truth. 3. You think you understand things better than you do. This one is subtle, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Research into what psychologists call the illusion of explanatory depth reveals that people dramatically overestimate how well they understand the systems and ideas around them. You feel like you understand a concept until someone asks you to explain it from first principles. Then the gaps appear. This illusion is not about knowledge, it's about the brain's tendency to confuse familiarity with comprehension. Recognizing something is not the same as understanding it, and the more confidently you assume you already know, the less your brain is actually willing to dig deeper. 4. You surround yourself only with people who agree with you. The quality of your thinking is quietly shaped by the quality of friction you allow into your life. When you filter out disagreement, consciously or not, you stop stress testing your ideas, and ideas that never get tested don't get stronger. They get comfortable, they get brittle. Psychologists studying in-group dynamics have long noted that intellectual echo chambers don't just reinforce existing beliefs, they gradually narrow the range of thoughts a person even considers possible. If everyone around you tends to see the world exactly the way you do, you're not surrounded by like-minded people, you're surrounded by mirrors, and mirrors don't make you smarter, they just make you more certain. None of these signs make you less capable, they make you human, but awareness is the doorway, and most people never walk through it because the outside of that door looks too much like criticism. The real question isn't whether any of this applies to you. The real question is what you're willing to do with the discomfort of knowing that it might. If this made you think, even slightly differently than you did before you clicked play, then leave a thought in the comments. And if this kind of psychology speaks to you, stay close. There's more worth understanding about how your mind actually works.